The University of Central Missouri holds a special place in the hearts of alumni. So it's not unusual for individuals to follow in the footsteps of previous generations when it's their turn to select a college. Such is the case with Richard Phillips, whose mother Alma attended in the mid-1930s. She went on to teach in a one-room schoolhouse in Norborne, Missouri.
My cousin brought me here at the end of my senior year to talk to the football coach. When it came time to make a decision of where to go to school, this seemed to be just an automatic decision.
He worked hard on the gridiron, earning a starting role as a receiver. He didn't, however, get much time to enjoy it.
I had gone down to about the 35, 40-yard line. Ball was coming behind me and low. I planted my right foot, crossed over, and dove for the ball. And just as I did that, the defensive back stepped on my ankle.
A broken leg and a dislocated ankle brought his season to an abrupt and painful end. Discouraged by the injury, he ultimately left college. After recovering, he worked for a year and then returned to college in 1962 with a stronger academic focus.
One of the gentlemen in my life who absolutely helped turn things around for me, I'll always be indebted to him. Dr. Hampton was Dean of Men. I was cashing my scholarship check in a local establishment in town. Dr. Hampton called me and he said, "Dick, by God, if you cash one more scholarship check in that bar downtown, it will be your last." Scared the hell out of me. But I realized later on that he was taking the time to get me going in the right direction.
Phillips got serious. He worked in town, hauling furniture, and completed a bachelor's degree in education in 1965. He embarked on a 50-plus year career in education that started as a teacher and coach at Odessa High School. He completed a master's degree in 1968 and returned to UCM in 1970 to begin work on an education specialist degree.
I was put on what was called a student assistantship, paid $100 a month during football season. Part of the deal was that we lived inside of Pearl Springs and I was part of security. The cost for living in this house was $45 a month. My job was to make sure the gate was closed at 10 o'clock of the night. That was very helpful during tight financial times. The daughter was born in August and I was going to school.
Dr. Hampton had urged Phillips to change his course of study to a master's in public school administration, and later to complete an education specialist degree. That sage advice served him well, as Phillips accepted a superintendent position in tiny Hale, Missouri. After 5 years at Hale, he moved to a superintendent position in Brunswick. In 1979, Dr. Robert Bartman from Missouri's Department of Elementary and Secondary Education asked for a meeting with Phillips in Brunswick.
He'd apparently had a rough time the night before with his board, so I got there at a perfect time. And I said, well, Dr. Mallory asked me to come by and visit with you a little bit to see if you had any interest in a job with the Department of Education. Eventually, we're going to have a new person oversee the classification program.
Phillips accepted the role at DESE and began a 14-year journey as the main architect of the state's classification and accreditation efforts. First implemented in 1990, MSIP has provided accountability and a system of measuring the quality and accrediting of more than 500 school districts in Missouri's system. In 1993, Phillips accepted a position as the assistant superintendent at Fort Osage High School. He left in 2000 to work as an education consultant. He was invited back to return to Jefferson City in 2010 as the interim deputy commissioner of DESE. He completed his work and is now officially retired. Phillips has always remained close to his alma mater, and in 2003 he was elected to the UCM Alumni Board, where he served as president in 2004.
We can ill afford to have a college education be obtained only by those that have a certain zip code or have certain levels of financial income. It's incumbent upon us as graduates to do the best we can do in organizing how we raise money, how we manage those monies, how we invest those monies, and how we distribute that. Those become critical challenges.
In 2005, Richard Phillips was appointed by then Missouri Governor Matt Blunt to serve on UCM's Board of Governors. Phillips is also a past president of the UCM Alumni and Foundation Board. Over the years, Phillips has garnered a host of recognitions, including the Missouri Pioneer in Education Award. He's been named a Friend of Education, and in 2013, he was inducted into the UCM Athletics Hall of Fame. Today, Phillips' greatest pleasure is spending time with loved ones on the family's farm near Norborne, Missouri. The property has been home to the Phillips family since 1877. Richard and his wife Charlotte enjoy spending time with children Tammy, Steve, and Mike. All three are UCM alumni and educators. Phillips says the farm is a perfect retreat for his grandchildren.
Well, guys, the next thing we need is air conditioning in this thing.
Richard is partnering with area organizations to offer the farm as an outdoor recreation experience for individuals with physical challenges.
My brother Gary, who owned this property, was a polio victim. And I grew up watching him try to deal with the challenges that he had. So this provides an opportunity for my grandkids to understand those challenges and to pass it on in terms of providing assistance to those who need additional help.
Richard, congratulations. This great honor is well-deserved. Your life's work is a testament to your commitment to not only your friends, your family, and it's a testament to your commitment to future generations. And I'm proud of you and glad to be called your friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 2018 UCM Distinguished Alumni Award for Service winner, Richard Phillips.